Right, I'm all set up. Tortellini time. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to cut some 8cm rounds out of this. So I'm just getting it somewhere near. I'm straddling my oven and my top, just for the camera more than anything else. So I'm going to have to move things along. So it's not ideal. So what I'm going to do first of all, I'm using 8cm cutter, and I've got a flour thing. I'm just going to dip it in there, and what I'm looking for, which you probably can't see, I'll move it along a bit. I'm looking just to get the best kind of cuts out of the pasta I've got. So what I'm gonna have to do is like one side and then almost like that. So let's go for it. Let's do the first one. Little twist. Make sure that's nice and cut. There we go. So number one. So I'm just going to put these down as I'm going through, and then we'll go from there. Just make sure they're not sticking. Sometimes you've got to give them a little twist just to get them free from the kind of the borders of the pasta, because it's not a sharp cutter. It is a cutter, but it's not a sharp one. So let's just crack on with this. That's it. That's coming out nicely. There we go. That's coming. If it stretches a little bit, it's fine. We'll make do. But what I'm going to kind of do is I'm just going to do a few for the video, and then I'll stop it and crack on doing the rest, because practically it's going to be a bit of a nightmare doing it unless I've got space. So let's do the best we can for what we've got for the time being, and then I'll crack on. That's stuck, that one. Come on, open up your little tinker. There we go. Right, get rid of this. Let's get rid of the rubbish. That's it. Let's move ourselves down. Always give yourself the best amount of space you can, because honestly, it's one of the key things. Sometimes you just work in conditions that you don't need to. And half the thing is just, you know, bit of neatness, bit of tidiness, and the jobs are good. There we go. I tell you what, I can leave them where they are now. There's only a couple of bits more to do on this one. There we go. He says, no, I'm gonna have to move it. I'm going to have to move just to get the one more. That'll be it for this. And I'll do just dropped a bit on the floor. I'll do the fillings with this one, and I'll show you kind of on this how I do it step by step. Get rid of the offcuts. That's it. We don't need those. Don't need that. Pick one off the floor. There we are. Get rid of that, and then we'll see what we're. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get our filling going, and then do it one by one, and we're going to just set them up so it's kind of easier to see what I'm doing. I'm just looking to see if you're still with me. Are you? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably not these three. I'll move these over here. Let's have a look. Move these over here. That's all right. Okay, there we go. Right, so I've got two things I'm going to need. So I've got some water, which I'm going to need for the edges, and I've got some flour, which I'm going to need for my finger for when we start making them. So I've got me filling. Here we go, in the bag, and I'm going to put in probably about a teaspoon. Not overfill it. You know, you want something decent, but once you put the thing together, you don't want anything squashing out. So I'm gonna kind of put about a teaspoonful, maybe a touch less, but yeah, about a good teaspoon. Hopefully you'll see what I'm doing. But I'm not trying to overfill it, because we'll end up having problems, which we don't want. That's probably a bit too full, that one, but we'll go with it. Let's have a little go. So we've got about a teaspoon in each one. So what I'm going to do to start with, and it's easy to do it in your hand, and I haven't got much space, so what I'm going to kind of do is show you. I'll pick this one up first. So get it in your hand is the first thing, and get your finger and just go around the edge. Just paint around the edge with your finger like that, all the way around. Because what we want to now do, if I can show you, we kind of want to close it together. So what I'm going to do is just going to drop that down. just close it together like that. And I'm going to tuck the edges in. This might be a sacrificial one, this. So I'm going to tuck the edges in. I think that's twisted, that one. Oh, it has as well. See if I can pull it straight. Yeah, there we go. Not ideal. Not ideal for the first one, but somewhere near. That's fine. So we kind of got that. That's a bit of a dodgy one. That's just to get us going. And then what we're going to do is we're going to dip our finger now in the flour. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to wrap that around our finger. And we're going to push it together like, hang on, like that, he says. Do you know what? I think I probably use me. Do you know what? I'm going to sacrifice that. That didn't work. Let's do it again. Let's try it again with this one. It's probably better, like I say, if you let's have a look there. If you're doing it right, it's another one. This is probably a bit on the fuller side. Yeah, if you're kind of doing it like one after the other, because you get into a rhythm. So let's get that one in there. So you're pushing kind of the edges together, the two edges. No, that's over full. Bin that one. Bin that one. Let's try one that's not. Yeah. Here we go. Round the edges. We'll get one. Honestly, we will get one. I've got plenty of filling. And I've got plenty of pasta. So I knew the first ones might be a little bit of a problem. But it just goes to show, like I said, I always want to show the successes and failures, so you see the difference. So as I'm doing it, I'm kind of pinching this. This is better because it's got less filling in. Pinching the sides together like that. There we go. Try and get all the air out. So now we've pinched the sides together, and we're just going to literally, I'm going to dip my finger in there. I'm going to put my finger on the back. I'm going to wrap it round my finger, and I'm going to press it at the back, and there should be a little tortellini. So we did get there in the end. So what I'm kind of going to do with that one, just make sure the edges are nicely pressed together, is just I'm going to put that in some fine semolina. So there's one. So I'll say it again. Let's get the process going now. After a few bump starts. But that's what it's about. I mean, I haven't done this for quite a while, and I think I was a little bit enthusiastic putting that filling in, which I shouldn't have been, because I should have known. Because I was saying right from the get-go, you know, don't put too much filling in, because you'll have problems, and that's exactly what I've had, problems. So let's get that one going. There we go. There we go. So I've pinched all the way around, so I've got that all nice and pinched. So then I'm going to stick my finger in some flour, this one. I'm going to put in the middle like that. And I'm kind of going to just wrap the edges round like that. So I've squeezed together with that finger. And then you get like a little tortellini there. So which is a good one. And I'm going to put that in. There we go. So we're more getting there now. We're getting there. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because I know I can see now the ones which have got just a little bit too much. So I'm just going to take a little bit of filling off that one. That's brilliant. There we go. Round the edges there. I'm going to wipe my hand with that. Get the filling off my hand. Round the edges there. Get that all the way around. And just repeat the process. So I'm putting it. I'm trying to watch what I'm doing, but trying to show you. So I'm squeezing the two edges together like that. So they're folded in half first, like that. And all I'm looking to do is squeeze all of the air out. Then once I've got it in half, then I'm just going to put my finger in some flour there, and I'm going to put it at the back. Do you know what? I'm going to bring it. Why am I doing that? It'd be easier doing it. So a finger in the flour like that, put it on the back of there, and then I'm going to spin it round and press it like that. You can see, like that. And the reason for putting your hand in the flour is so you can take your finger out without it sticking. So we're on a bit of a roll now, so let's take another one. I'll do another couple more, and then I'll, oh, he says that and makes a mess. Oh, Jason, what are you doing? That's fine, that's fine. So it'll just stick together. So all we want is round the edge of the pasta. You've got to work quite quick with this because it will dry out, which we don't want, because it'll start splitting when we're doing it, which we don't want. So there we go, round like that. Put my finger in the flour. I'm going to put that round like that. I'm going to pull it round and press where the two edges join. And the reason I'm pressing is A, to seal it together, but B, where the where you're joining the bits of pasta together, they're going to be like doubled over, double thickness. So by pressing them like that, you're thinning the pasta out so you've not got like the bit of chewy bit. So that's the idea. I'll do one more. I'll do a couple more, because this time I'm gonna look to see on the camera what I'm actually doing. So hopefully I can show you and you can see. It's a bit fiddly. I mean, to be fair, it is a fiddly job doing this. Bit of skill. It is a bit of skill. So we've got the edges. Push the two edges together, and then work our way down either side like that. There we go. I'm no Italian chef. And then all I'm going to do now, I'm going to dip my finger in that. So I've got flour on my finger so that doesn't stick. Put it on the back there. I'm going to pull the two side edges together. You can see what I'm doing. And then there we've got another tortellini there, which it's just busting open on the top there. So make sure if you see any bits exposed like that, press them together, because otherwise they will burst in the water and we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them dry. Do one more, and then I'm kind of going to crack on without talking, which is good for you. Crack on without talking, and stop the video, and you can see when I'm finished. Hopefully, if it's not dark, because maybe some time. So again, I've got the two bits together. As you see, I'm just folding it over. And if you can see the fillings going towards the edges, try to press it back in towards the middle. You know what I mean? So press it back in towards the middle like that. So there's more filling this side than there's that side, which is fine. So I've got a bit of flour on my finger, put at the back there. And the two outside edges I'm pulling together, pressing like that. Leave and go. And that one again, the filling is getting a bit too close to the top, which it's just come out. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to press that together, reseal it, and then we've got another nice little tortellini. Again, there's a little bit of technique, and if you and all I'm going to do now they've been in there, I'm going to actually put them on this. The reason I put them on here is so they're dry, because that's the next stage, is to just let them dry out for a bit. And that's one of the ways you actually store tortellini like that. You could dry them out for a few hours. Depends. I mean, I'm going to cook these. I'm going to cook some for my tea, but ideally, you can dry them out 6-8 hours, something like that. Put them in the fridge in an airtight container, and hopefully it won't, use them in a day. So that would be the ideal situation. Otherwise, you can dry them right out, and then up to 24 hours and freeze them. Just put them on a single sheet, freeze them. Once they're frozen, then you can put them in a box or a bag or whatever, and then get them out and cook them from frozen. But we just do them fresh. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to crack on, get these sorted out without any chat, and hopefully I'll get some good ones. So that's the general idea. You kind of get the gist of where I'm going with it. And when I'm not concentrating on you, I'll concentrate on that. So we'll see you soon. Bye for now.